Welcome into Let's Talk Kentucky. I'm your host and moderator, Sherelle Roberts, and we're here with the Let's Talk team. So today, it's Kim Dixon and Asana McMullen. Asana, so glad to have you here today.
Thank you for having me.
You are my outfit twin. We did not plan this, but we're both here looking beautiful with Kim in the middle. It's like a nice little cream sandwich with a little strawberry filling, so we like that. Okay, everybody, so to get us started, we want to talk about a great project that Asana does, and it makes a difference for so many young folks who are gearing up to go to prom, which is really expensive. It's called Lex Project Prom. Asana, tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, so we started in 2019 officially, and we started with sending 25 students to their senior prom. And as needs grew, we grew. The community support grew, and now this year we are sending over 70 students to their senior prom in 8 counties.
Now, when you say send, you mean with everything, right?
Everything. So no cost to them or their families. We are including the dress, the hair, nails, makeup, the dinner accommodation, rental tuxedos. We even have some prizes for some of the students where we will have luxury transportation for their night of prom. I mean, the full thing, the entire package.
And so you're even seeing kids from rural areas coming in now.
Yes, we are. Like I said, we're Lex Project Prom, but really we're covering as far as we can, as far as the community allows us to reach. We don't turn our student away. We make sure that we're able to accommodate all of the students, all of the needs. We have had visually impaired students. I mean, so many different types of students. We're super gender inclusive, so we have been able to really accommodate, you know, just a variety of students. Those who don't speak English or is not their first language, we have an interpreter there. I mean, we cover everything, so.
This woman never sleeps. She's always doing some kind of charity work, and we're so glad to have you at the table again today, guest hosting. Okay, so here's another something that I think is so cool, because you guys know I'm all about democracy. So our Secretary of State, Michael Adams, is creating a contest where the kiddos can design the I voted sticker. You know, the I voted sticker that we freak out over if we don't get any after we voted?
Yeah.
So Kentucky kids will have an opportunity to design the sticker, and then they'll be whittled down to see which design wins, and we'll be using it in November. Kim.
That is so cute. What a wonderful way to get young people involved in the process at the ground level. Who doesn't love those stickers? Come on.
Yeah,
I know.
if you don't get the sticker, you did vote. So.
I know, it's almost like an elitist thing, like a rite of passage. Like you go around all day looking at people's lapels like,
Did you vote?
did you vote? And then people are like, I didn't go, I'm going after work, I'm going during lunch. It's like all day having to defend yourself because you don't have the sticker on yet. Yes, exactly. So I'm really excited. So again, you can email the Secretary of State at sos.secretary@ky.gov to email. You need to have your name, what school you go to, and you do need to be a kid. So you have until May 17th at 5 p.m. to submit your designs. Really fun.
That's awesome.
And then last but not least, it is time to roll up your sleeves, everybody, or if you have none, you're dressed perfectly for this next thing. The Kentucky Blood Center needs your help. You can donate blood all week on UK's campus. So the Kentucky Blood Center says that 1 in 4 people sometime during their lives will need a blood transfusion. What? Yes.
Wow.
And they say about every 2 seconds somebody needs a pint of blood. That's 42,000 pints of blood needed every single day. Every day.
That's astounding. I really didn't know that the need was that great. We've got to do this.
Yeah, so you can do that this week at University of Kentucky. All right, everybody, stay with us. Coming up after the break, we'll have the Countdown Conversation. Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. It is time for the Countdown Conversation. Joining us at the table is Asana McMullen and of course Kim Dixon. Lisa and Susan are on spring break, living their best lives.
Frolicking.
All right, let's get into the countdown conversation. First of all, back of shelf. So there is an argument raging on the internet when you go shopping, whether you should take the first one in front of you, whether you should reach all the way around to the back to get something on the back of the shelf. So Kim, where are you on this?
You've got to reach back as far as your arms can go. because everyone has touched the first box. They're looking at the ingredients and they got their paws all over it, so you can't buy the first one.
Not their paws. Asana, where are you on this?
I'm a back of the shelf kind of gal. I mean, I want the freshest that they have. If you go to the front, you've got the almost expired, it may even be expired, you know, so you have to go to the back to get the fresh stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you know, I'm weird on this because it depends on what the item is. So now Kim has freaked me out about the front thing being the touch thing. So now I don't know how I feel about it. But yeah, you know, if it's like a can of something or something that, you know, will last a while, then I'll take the one that's at the front. But when it comes to bags of salad, when it comes to collard greens in the bag, no, I'm reaching all the way to the back. And then sometimes if there's somebody in the back putting stuff in the back, I'll say, you got anything else? Because I don't want, you know, I want the freshest thing. You were saying, especially with milk.
Milk, you've got to wait. You've got, just wait there. You can hear them talking when you open the door. Just wait for
That's
it.
what I'm saying. Like, and I'm good for asking the butcher people to go find something else in the bag too. So I feel bad.
No.
Like, are we messing up? Are we messing up the stock by not taking the stuff that's going to go bad?
Sorrel, we're shopping smart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Some people do grab the first one, so
Leave that to them.
Yeah, balance.
That's their business.
All right. Well, up next, and this one is related to why Kim doesn't want to touch the first thing on the shelf. Wash your hands. Again, the internet is arguing about this one. How do you confront someone like a coworker or a family member or a significant other who regularly does not wash their hands and have you run into this?
It's a process, okay? Someone doesn't wash their hands. You can't make eye contact at them for the rest of the day. And you really have to turn to the side because if they talk at you, you don't want to breathe what's coming out of their mouth. It's a system. You know, you don't talk to them, don't look at them, hide all your stuff in your office in your drawers so they can't touch it. You know?
You really
you have
do
to think about these things. It's very important.
It sounds calculated.
So when I was working at City Hall, all of the women that worked in the City Hall had to go on like the second floor bathroom because that was just the best bathroom. Because that building is like from the 1800s. It's not that old, but it's old. It's a really old building. And so the best toilets were on the second floor. So everybody would meander from all of the floors to the second floor. And there were some people who did not consistently wash their hands. And you would just be in there and see them walk out. And then like, you would just be like, kind of suspended, like, did I just see that? So me being the public information officer and the health conscious person that I am, I made these really nice posters that said, please wash your hands before returning to work. And then I made them in English and in Spanish just in case. And then I made one with these little germs on it. They were like anthropomorphized germs. And I was like, even if your hands look clean, there's still germs on them. Don't you know somebody ripped those down? They got mad about it and they ripped them down. So I put them up the next day. I said, listen, y'all, don't play this game with me. I've got nothing but time. Like, don't do
You work so hard on them.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm like you. I wear my heart on my sleeve. When I see someone not wash their hands, I'm a little bit dramatic. I mean, you're going to know that I know that you didn't wash your hands. It's disgusting. Come on, you know? I don't know.
Loud
you gotta
and
wash
proud.
your hands. Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, last but not least, because we know today is a severe weather day, a weather aware day, as you've been hearing Dylan and the entire weather team talk about all day. We wanted to talk about storm preps, particularly with tornadoes. Have you ever had a tornado drill at your house or walk through the process of getting ready for a tornado specifically?
So I did not until my grandmother called me and woke me up out of my sleep once. And she's like, you need to take cover. Where are you all? And it freaked me out because my son was asleep, I was asleep. So we ran down, got into our safe space, and I realized it was a panic for my son. We really weren't prepared. And so from then, I decided, okay, we need to be more vigilant about this. We need to go down. We need to be comfortable in this space, have snacks, a blanket, you know, make it where it's fun for my son, where we can be comfortable as a family, and we're more prepared than we were that day when she called and It was
Right.
scary.
That's good.
It's, you know, Adam and I have had to shelter in place before. We went down to the basement. We didn't have a plan, but we did have some extra water and food. We got all the cats in there. But it did not teach us the lesson of being prepared the next time. And why does it have to take something like today to make us prepared? We be prepared sooner.
You know, you all both bring up a great point. I have my emergency kit downstairs, and you know it's stocked full because I'm a crazy prepper. But it's not in the shelter place. It's in it because the shelter place is too small. I only have like this tiny little closet. But I did practice with my dog. we went in, you know, that's my baby, and we went in there, and she was just in there like, "What, Mom? What are we doing?" But at least she did it, you know. So we do have a place, and she did practice. So don't forget your fur babies, because
right.
it's important to make sure that they practice too. So,
Very.
all right, everybody, that's the countdown conversation. Stay with us. Coming up after the break, we'll have our friends from the Ronald McDonald House at the table. Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Talk Kentucky. We're here with we're going to call this the Spring Break Let's Talk team. We've got Asana McMullen, Kim Dixon, it's me, and joining us at the table is Hannah Garnett from the Ronald McDonald House. Yay!
Thanks for having me.
I'm to have you here. So the Ronald McDonald House does amazing work. We've had you guys on the show before. You've got some fun things coming up, and we'll talk about that in a bit. But for folks who maybe this is their first time hearing about Ronald McDonald House Charities of Bluegrass, what do you all do?
Yeah, thanks for asking. So the Ronald McDonald House, what we do is we provide a free place for families to stay while their child is receiving medical care. So we define child as anyone under the age of 21, so that could be also a mom that's pregnant. So we kind of widen that range. Yeah, so if you're expecting and you're on bed rest and you need to, you know, be close to the hospital, but you don't have to be admitted yet, you can stay at our house. Or anybody that has a baby at the hospital or a child at the hospital. Most of our families here in Lexington is NICU babies. UK Children's NICU is one of the best in the state. So most of families coming from Eastern Kentucky stay at our house while they have a child in the NICU. So we provide a free place to stay, but then we also provide dinners every single night. We provide lunches. We provide all the necessary, like any hygiene needs, any products like that. So we just try to take care of the families while their child's sick.
Incredible.
Yeah.
So often when we think of hospitals, we think about adults in the hospital and that kind of treatment. But what's unique about caring for children in hospital situations?
Well, so we focus on family-centered care is what started the Ronald McDonald House 50 years ago. Is there was a doctor, Dr. Audrey Evans in Philadelphia, who was the first to believe in this idea of family-centered care. So not only do we take care of the needs of the kid, but of the whole families. And we know that kids grow and they are more healthy when their family's near them and also being taken care of. So we know that as opposed to sometimes with adults, there can be more independence while you're sick. Obviously, you need a support system. But for kids, there's so much vulnerability for them while they're sick. So being able to provide a space that we're taking care of the families so that they're at their most rested state. We have Tempur-Pedic mattresses. I know, that's a partnership with Tempur Sealy here in Lexington. It's amazing. So they can rest, you know, at night. They can eat free food. It's taken care of. It's made for them. So that then when they go to the hospital and they take care of their kid, they're rested, they're fed, and they're able to be there.
They can concentrate all their efforts on what's going on. Oh,
that's right.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you all are providing this place for them to rest, but what do you find is like the biggest need for the families that you all serve?
Yeah, so we constantly do wish list drives, and what that is, we have a page on our website that has all of those needs, but really when you go to the store, the things that you're getting for your house, we always need too. So if you ever come to the Ronald McDonald House, we look like a house. We have 21 bedrooms in it, but it's very much centered on that home care. So we have a full kitchen, so toilet paper, paper towels, like olive oil, all the things that you're getting from the stores, we also need, because again, we try to alleviate all of those needs from our families. So wish list drives with your local communities, churches, schools, family are such a great way to get involved in our work.
Yeah, so you're saying the wish list is on the website?
Yes, it's on our website at rmhclexington.org. We also have an Amazon wish list page. So it's all right there, so you know exactly what we need and what we ask for.
So convenient. Really,
Yeah,
people
thank
you don't have to run around town and drop things off. That's amazing.
We try to make it easy. Yeah, so on the Amazon page, it comes directly to the house.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Honey, the Amazon truck is at my house too often.
Yeah.
Send one on the way.
Yeah, right. So you have something coming up called Pop Top Palooza.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, so this started last year. So Ronald McDonald House globally has been collecting pop tabs for 50 years. So that's something that has started just since the inception of the Ronald McDonald House. It's a way to get people involved to collect the top of Coke cans. So it's not the whole Coke can, just the top.
Right.
Yeah.
The old
whole,
school.
Yes.
Okay, that one.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. And so people collect these all the time. We get so many donations of them throughout the year. So we've created an event to celebrate the people that are taking the time to collect these and thank them for the way that they contribute. It's such a cool way to get kids involved in our work, to get communities that may not have the means to write that big check donation, you know, but they want to get involved with what we do. And so that's on May 16th.
Okay.
And so we are inviting families to come. It's at the Ronald McDonald House, which is right by Kroger Field on UK's campus.
Yes.
Yep. And so you can take a tour of our house. You can put all your pop tabs. We'll have a big box for all the pop tabs, and then get to know a little bit more about what we do. So if you have questions about that, they can email me at hgarnett@rmhclexington.org.
So now this is my brain like trying to fit. I'm thinking
Yeah.
logistically. So you've got all these pop tops.
Yeah.
What do you do with them after that?
That's a great question. So we take them to Cohen Recycling.
Okay.
We'll shout out Cohen. They're awesome. They actually give us a higher rate for aluminum because we're a charity. So anybody can take aluminum to the recycling center and get money from it. It's about 60 cents per pound, but they raise that for us, which is just such a generous way to extra donate. So we partner with Go Big Blue Junk Removal, and they bring a huge truck to the event. We're gonna fill that truck up with pop tabs. Last year we had 500 pounds. This year I think we'll have a lot more, because it was just our first one.
accepted.
Yes, so bring your pop tabs, and then they take them to the recycling company for us. It's such an offload on our team, because pop tabs are heavy. I mean,
They add up.
Yeah, they add up.
500 pounds.
500 pounds.
Yeah.
You can drive that.
Many though is I
Oh
feel
my
like
gosh,
that's
You're the guess the
thousands.
gumball person.
No.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm like,
exactly.
yeah, that is
That might be a fun game to play, like guess the
How
pop
many?
tabs. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, that could be.
Yeah.
You saw it here first.
Exactly. So we get the money from the recycling company.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So cool. So if folks want to volunteer, if they want to do pop tops, if they want to do the wish list, any of these things, what's your website? How can they get a hold of you?
Yes, it's rmhclexington.org, and all of our information for volunteering. You can bring your schools, your groups, you can make lunches, desserts, all the fun things. There's tons of ways to get involved in our house. All that information is on there, as well as our staff, all of our emails.
Oh my gosh.
And kids can get involved as well.
Yeah, exactly. That's what's so fun about it, is kids really connect with the mission, because we are a children's charity. Day in and day out, we serve a lot of adults, families, but it's always for the purpose of the kids. And so, you know, we try to put kids in those shoes of, you know, what would you like your parents, you know, how would you like your parents to be taken care of, you know, if something were to happen. And so it's really cool when kids get involved in our work, and there's a lot of ways to plug into us.
Yeah, that's a very good, very, very good lesson. Thank you for bringing that up. Hannah, thanks so much for dropping by, and we're going to keep in touch with you because I want to see what happens at Pop Top Palooza.
Yeah, I got to tell you how many we have.
Very fun. Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.
All right, everybody, stay with us. We will have more Let's Talk Kentucky after the break. And we've got a woman we're talking about. It's back because it's April. Hey, everybody, we're going to do a quick shout out to our woman we're talking about. Today's woman we're talking about is Samantha Fields. She is an autism advocate who does amazing work in the Kentucky community, and we want to thank her for everything that she's done. She's actually started a nonprofit in honor of her child, and so with this April being Autism Acceptance Month, we want to shout you out. Everybody, thanks so much for tuning in today. We will see you tomorrow.